Hey, Nasties, how you doing? Can't hear you. Oh, there we go. Welcome to the Oil Stream, presented by Boston Pizza, one of our favorite spots. And look at Reid, Wilkins, and Hernan Salas. We're matching. We're like twins.
Matching merch, baby.
Who's DeVito? Who's Arnold?
Well, I'm DeVito, obviously.
No, what do you mean, obvious?
Well, I'm a little freak.
Oh. It's Reid Wilkins. It's
Poor
Hernan
Danny
Salas.
DeVito. He's not a freak at all. He's a nice man.
Where would you rank the movie Twins? One of your favorite of all time?
It would not be one of my favorite films of all time. I don't remember much about Twins. I'm at the point, Hernan, where I can tell you whether or not I've seen a movie.
Okay.
But I don't remember every movie I've seen. Twins came out in 1988. So I probably saw it in 88 or 89. I don't think I saw it in the theater. Well, it did very well. It made $216 million on a budget of $18 million.
But it's because Arnold at that time was just hot, right?
He was big.
Yeah.
He was very big. He still is. I still think he'd be a box office draw, wouldn't he? Even at the age of 78.
I think he would. Yeah, but I mean, so you're not one of those freaks like me that rewatches movies over and over.
Not anymore.
No,
not anymore. I used to watch. I'm not saying I wouldn't watch my favorite movies again, but I'm more as if I'm going to sit down and see something, I want to experience something new. So here's let's check out this 10-year run for Schwarzenegger, starting in 84. I'll ignore Conan the Destroyer. 84 Terminator, 85 Red Sonja and Commando, 86 Raw Deal, 87 Predator and The Running Man, 88 Red Heat and Twins, 90 Total Recall and Kindergarten Cop, 91 Terminator 2 Judgment Day, 93, Dave, a cameo in Dave, Last Action Hero. And in 94, he did Junior and True Lies. That's a pretty good run.
From that list, what's his best movie?
Oh, Terminator 2.
Yeah, I was going to
I mean, Terminator 2 is one of the best action sci-fi movies of all time.
True Lies is good, too.
True Lies is also outstanding. Yeah. It's an absolute blast. I still would give the edge to Terminator 2, but True Lies is... Terminator 2 is pretty heavy.
Yeah.
True Lies is a little more fun.
Yeah.
It's a little more, let's just kind of watch some crazy stuff and almost see a horse jump over a gap in two buildings and see Jamie Lee Curtis dance, and all that kind of stuff.
Is Terminator 2 that one where the part 2 of kind of like those movies is better than part 1? You don't get that a lot.
Yeah, Terminator 2 would be better, but the first Terminator is still a good movie. But Terminator 2 is just like way more money, bigger budget. Like they built out the mythology.
Gord says T2 is the best sequel movie in history.
Yeah, it might be. Yeah, it might be. I think that's it was very good.
Chris at Wolf Creek says Predator was the best. Hey, that's up there.
Predator's good. Predator is a fun movie too.
I ain't got time to bleed.
Yeah.
What's his?
Come on. Do it! Do it! Kill me!
Kindergarten Cop's pretty good, too.
It's not a tumor. But see, I don't remember twins. One's big and one's small. I don't remember. Junior, he was pregnant. I don't know.
It's kind of funny. It's got this funny moments. Did you know that on this day in 1987, Predator was released in theaters?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. I did not see that in the theater.
You'll like this one because we were just talking about this. On this day in 1981, Raiders of the Lost Ark was released in theaters.
Are you serious?
Yes. You're just telling Benny it's the greatest movie of all time.
Well, Raiders of the Lost Ark would be up there. The first 3 Indiana Jones films are all very good. Last Crusade with Connery is just a blast. I can remember seeing that in the theater. Raiders of the Lost Ark was the first movie we rented, my family and I, my parents and I rented when we got a VHS machine. Right. I cannot tell you what a big day this was.
Yeah.
We probably got it in 83 or 84, and we were like, hey, we're going to rent Raiders of the Lost Ark. And I can remember pausing the film to go get more popcorn. And that was like, I don't know if people who didn't live through this understand what a big deal that was. The first time you paused a movie, left the room, and came back and resumed it.
And for you, like that was life-changing movie.
It was, it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, a life-changing movie would be Star Wars, because that's the first movie I ever saw in the theater, and that's pretty much defined most of my existence.
And it blew you away.
Well, I was 4. Like, think about seeing that when you're 4. You know? It's like a big, giant Wookiee. They're flying around in space. They got laser swords.
Yeah.
Darth Vader. What's up with this guy?
The cool voice.
Yeah. Dog fights in space. I was 4.
Mo says Rush Hour 2 is a good sequel.
I don't think I've seen Rush Hour 2.
Not as good. I think the first one's still better. I guess it's debatable if a fourth movie is considered a sequel, but Mad Max Fury Road is the best sequel.
Well, Fury Road is outstanding. Yeah.
Which one's that one?
That's the one with Tom Hardy and Charlize Theron. She's actually the main character, not Mad Max.
So that one's better than the actual second part of that series?
It's pretty good. I mean, it's been a long time since I saw, because wasn't it the Road Warrior, Mad Max, and then Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome? Wasn't the Road Warrior actually the first one?
Which one's the one with Tina Turner?
Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome. Okay. We don't need another hero.
Canada's taking the field for warm-ups.
Oh, we're warming up.
It's Canada-Bosnia. We'll talk a little bit. It's a huge game. The crowd looks awesome. The walk to the stadium was fantastic by both supporting groups. It looks amazing there, and it looks like a beautiful day. Man, what a great day. We're all over it. Don't worry. But right now we're talking movies.
Yeah, see here on Wikipedia, it says Mad Max 2, but I thought one of the first 2 movies was actually called The Road Warrior.
I remember The Road Warrior.
I could be wrong. I could be mixed up. Maybe there was another movie called The Road Warrior. Or maybe they've retroactively changed the title so they all have Mad Max in them.
I hate when they change
Somebody will know.
Nate the Builder says, Star Trek Wrath of Khan was my first movie in the theater. Ran out scared. Are you a big Star Trek guy?
I like Star Trek. Okay. Wrath of Khan had the weird looking bug going in their ears.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you remember that?
No, because I've heard of it, but I'm not a big Star Trek guy. I'm not even a big Star Wars guy, but I'm a weirdo.
No, you're not. You're you.
Which is weird.
Why did I think the movie was called The Road Warrior?
I remember The Road Warrior. We used to call it that when we were kids.
The Road Warrior, Mad Max 2. So the second one is The Road Warrior. I don't ever remember it being called Mad Max 2. I think that's been done retroactively. When I used to go to this was even pre-working at Blockbuster. When you went to the video store in Evansburg, there was Mad Max and there was The Road Warrior, and then there was Beyond Thunderdome.
So this one says on the nasty chat, Mad Max 1 is The Road Warrior.
Well, here it says Mad Max 2 released as The Road Warrior in the United States. I thought it was The Road Warrior and Mad Max, but now apparently it's the other way. It was Mad Max and then The Road Warrior. Those are interesting films. Those helped launch Mel Gibson into stardom.
So Rip City Step says there's only one Hernan. Now I'm really confused.
One what?
Road Warrior or Mad Max? No, there's...
And then there... What? What's he talking about?
Now Max Bezusa says Mad Max 2 is The Road Warrior.
Yes, Mad Max 2 is The Road Warrior. And I guess you could say Mad Max Fury Road is kind of a reset, like a bit of a...
Okay.
Yeah. So maybe it's not really a true sequel.
Just all over the place with this.
Well, this is what it's like working with me, baby. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I love it, man. I absolutely love it. Lots to get to on the oil stream today. Of course, Reid, Wilkins, Hernan, Salas here with you coming up at 1. It's EST Afternoons. We're going to watch along. We're going to talk a lot of stuff with Joaquin and good old Benny Thompson. And then Benny Thompson will stay as the producer as Reid, Wilkins, J. Milne will come up. They'll close out the week for you from 3 until 6. All right, Canada is on the pitch. We're about 49 minutes away from kickoff here. First game for Team Canada as they take on Bosnia. I'll quickly read. I'll just give people the lineup just so they know what's going on. For Canada, Crépeau net. It's going to be Johnson, DLF, Cornelius, and Richie Larea. Your back line of 4 in the midfield. Buchanan, Estacio, Kone, Miller. We'll have the line of 4 in the mid and up front. Olawase and Jonathan David are your starters. That means Kyle Larin is out. Good news for Canada. Dzeko, the veteran forward for Bosnia, will not start. I'm still waiting to see if he's on the substitution list because he can come in later in the game. He's a very dangerous player, but that's a bonus for Team Canada. If you want to go to Play Alberta, there's a ton of bets Ton of bets up there. I put one up. Listen, when I bet, Reid, I bet to win.
As you
to win
should.
money. I have Canada-Bosnia tie, draw, whatever you want to call it, over 6.5 total corners, and Ismail Coney to have one or more shots. That's at plus 590. So go sprinkle a little bit. And remember, a draw is not bad for Canada, okay? I think that's the way I'm thinking. That's the way I'm leaning. Of course, I want Canada to win. But we're also here to put some bets together to get some nice numbers, and that's just the way I'm leaning. I think it's going to be a draw today. I hope it's I hope we see goals. I hope it's like 2-2 or 3-3. And at the end, I really hope Canada wins. Canada win trumps any bet. Okay? So, but I know Benny and Jay put up a ton of bets there. I'm sure Maddie's going to do as well. I know the Morning Boys did some stuff as well. But I guess, do you want to start with Nurse or do you want to start with the hockey game last night?
I want to start with the announcement of the All-Star teams.
Sure.
I just got it in my email.
Okay.
First All-Star team. The forward line.
Okay.
Center, Connor McDavid.
Nice.
Left wing, Jason Robertson. Right wing, Nikita Kucherov.
Okay. Robertson and Cooch. Okay.
Defenseman, Makar with Werenski.
Oh.
Vasilevsky, the goaltender.
Okay.
Second All-Star team. McKinnon between Caulfield and Pasternak.
Oh, wow.
Goaltender, Logan Thompson. Defenseman, Rasmus Dahlin
Okay.
with
Bouchard?
Evan Bouchard.
Wow. Very nice. Very. Before we get quickly, I want to ask you, Kucherov winning the Hart. Are you okay with that?
Yes.
Me too.
I mean, it was a very close vote. Extremely close.
It was, but Landeskog got a first place vote, which is ridiculous.
Did he?
Yes. Two writers had McDavid fifth.
When did I didn't notice that yesterday.
I'm pretty sure I saw that.
I thought Suzuki got one.
Was it Suzuki or was it Landeskog?
Well, could have been. I don't remember seeing that. Suzuki got a first place vote.
Let me see.
Celebrini got 5 first place votes. Suzuki got 1. Nobody else got a first place vote.
No, you're right. It was Suzuki. I don't know why I thought it was Landeskog. But again, like, come on. What are we doing? Seriously. Like, McDavid 2 fifth place votes. That's why I'm sorry. And I know not every writer is the same. And I know writers take this very seriously and they don't try to be biased. But what are we talking about with those votes? Oh, here it is. Gabe Landeskog received a 5th place Hart Trophy vote.
Oh, he got a 5th place vote. That's what you're looking at.
Like, take it away. I'm sorry. I'm serious. Take it away from the media because this is getting too ridiculous. Now, if McDavid would have won, if McKinnon would have won, I would have been okay with it. I think all three guys were deserving.
What about Celebrini?
Yes, 100%. He was fantastic. But I also think not making the playoffs kind of takes that away.
Yeah, I think if the Sharks would have got into the playoffs, maybe he would have won it. Because they tailed off at the end of the year.
Because that was the excuse when McDavid didn't win, is because the Oilers didn't make the playoffs many years ago.
Right.
So why don't change the narrative now? Celebrini was fantastic. He was great. But he can't win the Hart when your team doesn't go to the playoffs. Plain and simple. All right, back to the teams. I mean, I think listen, with these 2 All-Star teams, I have no issues. I think those 4 guys are probably the 4 best defensemen in the league. Lane Hudson's probably in the conversation, sure. McDavid, McKinnon can't go wrong. Caulfield, amazing season. Pasternak, one of the best goal scorers in the game. Robertson had a good year. Thompson, stats-wise, was fantastic. Vasilevsky's the best, for me, the goalie in the NHL. I really have no issues with these All-Star teams.
Yeah, Lane Hudson was 5th for the All-Star team. And then Quinn Hughes. I'm just seeing if any other Oiler got a vote anywhere along the way. I don't see anybody. Bouchard. Because sometimes you wonder, like, did Draisaitl get a 4th or 5th place? But no, and his year was not as good as other years.
See, like Gord says, people who think bias in voters doesn't exist. Eric Engels had Montreal Canadian in 4 out of the 5 awards on his ballot. That's what I mean.
Okay, but how did he vote every other year? I don't know.
Yeah, but that's what But
voting in itself is biased. That's why there's voting. It's opinion.
Exactly. But that's why I hate the Hart is this, because I think there's too much bias, Reid. And listen, we talked to Dennis Bernstein, and he said he takes it very seriously. He follows the team. He watches video. He takes notes. He goes, I put a lot of effort and thought into it because it's a privilege to be a voter. And I feel like a lot of people just, I know there's a lot of analytics guys that vote and they vote on analytics. I know there's bias for sure. And hey, listen, Reid, we're here in Edmonton. If I was a voter, would I lean more towards Bouchard for the North? Probably, because I watch him every damn game.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And a lot of those guys out east don't watch Bouchard. They see the highlights.
Yeah, but a lot of the guys out west don't watch the players out east.
But that's what I mean. It goes back and forth.
It's not east doesn't vote west type of thing.
Yeah, because here in Edmonton, how many of the voters here in Edmonton
Right. This is now
watch Buffalo?
This is what I was saying. Like when I talked about this a few weeks ago. Now I've never voted, but especially when I was hosting the games on Ched. Okay, the Oilers would play at 7. A lot of the Eastern games are starting at 5:30. Well, yeah, I have it on, but I'm not watching it. I'm hosting a show. I'm not intently watching every detail 100%. Of the game. I'm looking up and I'm seeing highlights and I'm looking at the box score. So you got to. I think you have to have players that you could talk to. And say, hey, who's actually the best out there, or have a relationship with a coach or an assistant coach. But yeah, I mean, some things are weird. I think sometimes voters might. I would. Okay, Landeskog. That's probably from a Colorado guy who's like, I just want to give him a heart vote. It's almost like a lifetime achievement. I want him to be able to say he had a Hart Trophy vote. But you could be taking that away. That point could mean something if it's really close.
But that's what I mean. Then you're just throwing away your vote. Then don't vote.
Right.
Because you're doing a disservice to what they're asking you to do. And I saw a lot online yesterday. Oh, the NHL's against the Oilers. We got to stop. No, they aren't. We got to stop with that. Okay.
This is why people need to stop with this. If the NHL was against the Oilers, they would have made sure they didn't win the Connor McDavid draft lottery. Okay?
100%.
So just stop it with the paranoia and the conspiracies. Yeah. One thing I would say, how does Ryan Nugent-Hopkins not get a Lady Byng vote? You know what I mean? That's kind of surprising to me, because what is it? Sportsmanship, a combination of sportsmanship and ability?
Yeah. But again, how much people watch Nuge? It's
kind of like, and it's not just penalty minutes. It's also, to me, it's also just kind of conduct, respect.
Well, and he plays a lot, and it's something remarkable that you don't take a lot of penalties.
So the Lady Byng exhibited the best type of sportsmanship and gentlemanly conduct combined with a high standard of playing ability. So Caulfield won it. I mean, maybe Nuge doesn't get enough points. Thought, but Kopitar doesn't win it in his last year. It's been his award a lot of his career. I would have thought Kopitar was going to win that, because the people would have just said, okay, give him one more. Yeah. It's almost his award.
And it's listen, McDavid won the Ted Lindsay. I think that means more than the Hart. Okay. He's on the number 1 All-Star team. I mean, people.
Why does the Ted Lindsay mean more than the Hart?
Well, I think it's because it's the players appreciating the guy they're going up against every damn time.
Right.
I think there's just more legitimacy to that vote because it's the players voting. There's not a bias. For example, a player voting, I mean, maybe there is. Maybe he hates Kucherov. You know what I mean? I don't know. But they're voting and they're seeing the guy they play against face to face on a nightly basis or whenever they play him. And they're like, I think he's the best this year. And I think that's more legitimate than.
Then why don't the players vote for everything? Why don't the players just take control of it and vote for everything?
That's what I said a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
I said, take it away from the media.
Mark Stone was 9th for the Lady Byng. Mark Stone's a psycho. Mark Stone would probably be in the top 5 in the league in cross checks.
You don't think the players voting is better than the media voting?
I actually don't really care.
Okay. That's fair. Well, I don't care that much. I'm just saying that if we want to take a little bit of, because our players going to be biased too, of course.
Of course they are.
But I don't think as much as media.
I would just love it if they released the players voting.
Yeah, 100%.
And then what if one guy doesn't even get a total of 20 votes? And it's seriously, guys? You wouldn't all vote for me? If the players voted for the Norse and Bouchard didn't get at least 20 first place votes?
I just think I trust more the players than a media vote, because look at the Landeskog thing. Nick Suzuki. It's not the way it should go down.
There were over 80 players who got at least a 5th place vote for the Lady Byng.
That's what I mean.
Like, to me, that's the one where a media person would be more likely, well, I'll just vote somebody in my market because I know he doesn't get recognized and maybe he should,
But that's not right, Reid. You're supposed to vote for the best guy for that award.
Well, Caulfield.
Yeah, sure. I have no issues with Caulfield winning it, but it's just... Look at that. It looks
like,
beautiful.
wouldn't Bouchard be up for the Lady Bing? He's a sportsman-like and gentlemanly player, isn't he? He led the NHL defense in scoring, and he doesn't get a Lady Bing vote? I mean, he literally never hits anybody. He literally just stands out of the way so guys could score on rebounds. That's pretty nice.
That's. I was going to say something, but I better just zip it. If you missed it, the first team All-Star team for the NHL, Robertson, McDavid, Kucherov, Makar, Werenski, Vasilevsky. Team number 2, Pasternak, McKinnon, Caulfield, Dahlin, Bouchard, and Logan Thompson. So 2 Edmonton Oilers, 1 on each team. That's really good.
And they
sign.
should be. That's totally correct.
That is correct. Again, I have no issues with these teams. No issues. Think they got it right. I truly do. So you're right. We got to stop with the conspiracy that they don't want McDavid to win. I think Kucherov was fantastic this past season. And playoffs don't matter. Remember that.
No, now the GM of the year includes the playoffs, right?
Yes,
when they vote for that.
I think they do.
Yeah, they vote after the playoffs for that.
So, very, very interesting. Now, Reid, yesterday we saw the Carolina Hurricanes take a 3-2 series lead. Bad news. Bad news for Vegas Golden Knights. Sounds like William Karlsson is done. Won't play. Well, there's only potentially 2 games left, but he's done. He's a big part of that team. They use him in all situations. Brandon Bussey picks up his 2nd win. Hey, Sebastian Aho appearance. Finally.
Yeah, crazy that they've done that well. It shows how deep they are.
Oh, 100%. Right? Svechnikov, 2 goals. Jordan Stahl keeps on ticking, man.
And the way he scores, too. I think he sniped a couple with wristers, but generally it's around the net, hack in a rebound, nice deflection. That's one thing that always bugs me about the Oilers. They don't score enough deflection goals.
No, they don't.
Well, because they don't shoot often enough with people going to the net.
He was the first player since 1956 to have goals in each of the first 5 games of the Stanley Cup Final.
Who was it? Was it?
Who was it?
I saw the thing now. I can't remember because he'd done something that nobody done since Bossy, right? When it was 4 games.
Yeah. Let's see here. Since John Bellevue.
Oh yeah,
in 1956.
Pretty good player. Oh, you know what? I shouldn't say that. I actually never saw Bellevue play, everybody. So the people who say there's media bias, sorry, I know nothing about Jean Bellevue.
Don't ever say he was good because we never saw him.
I have no opinion.
That's fair. Do you think... I still think this is going 7.
Well, I don't know. Like, first of all, as I mentioned this week, I did not watch the game in its entirety. Okay. I went to a movie last night. Mark Michaud was kind enough to invite me along to a opening night viewing of Disclosure Day.
Very nice.
This was before I knew the Cup final schedule, but I also thought I got to get out there and live. You know, the Oilers are out; they're not playing, so I got to get out there and enjoy a movie. But I watched the Stanley Cup in 30, on Sportsnet when I got home, and I thought, from that condensed version of the game, that Carolina was clearly the more dangerous team. They try to show you the scoring chances and some of the game flow. I thought so. I thought Vegas took 2 or 3 incredibly dumb penalties, like the cross check. Who was it that was it Lazan that just threw down Stankoven kind of as the whistle was going? There was a cross check. I think there was another one in the corner that was kind of a tackle or a cross check. If Carolina just wouldn't flip the puck over the glass, they'd never be shorthanded. But from what I saw, it looked like Carolina really dictated the game.
Yeah.
And a couple of their goals just either off creating turnovers or just a forecheck, like just dumping it in and going and getting it. Again, something the Oilers refuse to do, and maybe a new coach will change. I mean, dumping it in is not giving the puck up. No. If you can get in there quick and create pressure and are organized. There's a way to make a dump in still a set play if you know where you're putting it and you know where the other forwards are going.
And Carolina's really good at that.
Hart has not been able to bail them out in this series. As great as he's been for most of the playoffs.
Do you think it was a stupid question that Torts was asked about going to Adin Hill?
Not at all.
I don't think so. Look at the numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get what Torts is like. He's been our guy the whole playoffs.
Yeah, he's pushing back.
But say that.
Yeah.
But like, don't insult the media, man. Like, I'm so sick of Torts. And it's not about being soft and blah, blah, blah. The guy's just like I'm over his shtick, man.
He's combative.
Yeah.
You know.
And I get he's pissed off. They lost.
Yeah, but that's a valid question in the context of the series because the other team changed goalies and they're probably going to win the Stanley Cup now.
Yeah. And they went to a goalie.
Credit to Brindamore for
with no playoff experience. Reid and Hills won a cup.
Yeah, good point.
Right? Like, it's not a stupid question.
No, it's not a stupid question. I mean, if he wants to brush it off, if he wanted to be like, come on, I'm not making a change.
He could have said no.
Yeah.
One word answer. Next question.
Yeah.
But to insult,
that's factually not a stupid question.
No,
objectively not a stupid question. It's incredibly relevant.
Yeah. Maybe you need to spark the team.
Yeah.
Like, you have one more chance.
Like if Hart had shutouts in the first 3 games and then loses the 4th, okay, it would be a stupid question to talk about changing a goalie. But
Big Uke says his plan is working perfectly. Well, he's down 3-2. So I wouldn't say perfectly.
No, because he says you're talking about him, though, not the players. Well, we're going to talk about the players as well. Well, we did talk about some of the players.
No, but I guess what he's saying, he's like, we are talking about him. We're not putting attention on the players.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like,
but that's also inaccurate because we're talking about the players.
Yeah,
I said Hart hasn't been playing as well.
Yeah, hasn't been
I said
playing
several players took dumb penalties, like overly, like undisciplined, overly aggressive penalties at the wrong time.
But and then again, it's not a dumb question in the context of the other team pulled their goalie. You have a guy who's won a cup. Does your team need a spark? You have one more opportunity to take this to a game 7 or else you're going home.
Yeah.
So I saw that last night. I was like, oh, here we go. Torts again. And people like it. People think it's funny. I don't. Seriously.
No, he's not funny. He's not clever.
Like, I remember when the legend Spurs coach,
Popovich, yeah.
I remember one of his last times he was coaching, and it was one of the female reporters, a very good one. She's been there for years. And she went to ask him a question at halftime, and he, again, was being a smartass. And she just said, okay, and she walked away. I thought it was perfect.
Right.
And she's like, hey, you're either going to give me a legitimate answer, or I'm just not going to waste my time anymore.
Right.
Like, I don't need your bleep.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because, and listen, some of these reporters, yeah, people don't like them and blah, 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 and the media stinks and media that. A lot of these reporters put in a lot of hard work, Reid. And that's what bothers me. Like, just give an answer. And like we said, it could have been a one-word answer. Are you thinking about changing goaltenders? No. You move on. But he has to sit there and insult the media, man.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And then go work in the media the minute he's out of work.
Exactly. Yeah. Popovich earned that by being a legit human being.
Well, he also did a lot of very intelligent interviews over the years. Yeah.
But I just remember that interview, and who was the courtside?
I don't remember that one for some reason.
Yeah, and she asked him a question, and he gave a smart-ass answer, and she goes, thank you, and she walked away.
Right.
I'm sure the TV, the director was like, what? And she's probably like, I'm just over it. Like,
yeah, she probably told somebody she was going to do that. You know?
Yeah, like if he doesn't give me a good answer, I'm shutting it down.
Yeah.
So
it's interesting. I don't see the American feed. Do they interview the coaches during the game on ESPN or TNT?
I hate that. They got to stop doing that. You know why, Reid? I think it's awkward for the guy asking the questions too. He's like, do I really want to talk to Torts or Brindamore right now when they're down 3-1?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of those in-game interviews on the bench. And like on a hockey bench, it's like so intrusive. Like I know in baseball now it's a little more common, but let's face it, if you're managing a game in the 4th inning, you have nothing to do.
Yes.
You know, you're chewing sunflower seeds. Put the headset on and give stock answers about the game.
Exactly.
That's fine. Or I think who was at the Blue Jays? They might have interviewed Gosman, like he wasn't pitching.
Yeah.
I think they interviewed him during one of the like that's different. But in hockey, it's so odd because you got to crawl in there on the bench, you know, and then you got to. And the commercial break's not that long.
No.
You know, like you got to get in and out. So,
and you're never going to get really.
And there's never anything like I realize. Well, we got to have access. We got to have access. Well, okay, where's the line where it's just empty content though?
Yeah,
it's access for access's sake without giving any insight to the audience.
Yeah, because the coaches are focused on the game. They don't like the last thing. Trust me, they want to do Like players and coaches hate, like, again, they don't hate media. They hate doing media. Trust me.
Yeah, for sure.
I never met someone that was like, sure, I'll do an interview. They're always, oh, really? Yeah, you do. Like, come on, let's go.
Yeah.
And some are really good at it. Like, first, Aaron Grimes is a great interview. Honest, candid.
Yeah.
You know, one of the guys that wouldn't soak, Mark Cordy, same thing. David Beard, same thing. You know, who's that running back the Elks had in my first year that was just a Wilder Jr.?
Oh, yeah.
Great interview.
Was he good? I can't remember. I thought I talked
But try getting him to the interview. That was the hardest part.
Oh, getting guys on time? Yeah.
So
that was always the scary part doing inside sports in the evening. Some of the Elks players would forget, or they'd be out for dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they'd be like,
very forgetful, yes. Hernan, where the hell we're supposed to do Zooms with TSN? All three guys MIA.
oh, no
I
way.
call them all. Oh, sorry, I fell asleep, dude. Oh, I can do it now. I'm like, well, it passed.
Michael Riley was, I know you weren't there. Michael Riley was one of the best ever.
Well, he's a professional.
Yeah, he was a treat to deal with. And a good player, which also helped.
Fantastic player. Fantastic player. All right, Reid. So game 6 obviously doesn't go till Sunday now. Carolina can possibly win the Stanley Cup on Sunday. If not, we push it into early next week for a game 7, which would be absolutely fantastic. It'd be great. NBA Finals. That goes tomorrow. Game 5 there. Again, the Knicks can win that one. Now we got some CFL action tonight as well. As the game tonight is Toronto at Montreal. It's going to be a good game. The return of Chad Kelly to the CFL after missing an entire season last season due to injury. And then our boy Lieutenant Eric will be live at Mosaic as the Riders and BC Lions kick off their season. They both had a week 1 bye, so lots of action. Of course, your Edmonton Elks back at it next Saturday, 2:00 down at Commonwealth Stadium. The big news that broke yesterday, I like how they worded it. Darnell Nurse requests trade.
Now, see, is that not entirely accurate?
But the way I looked at me and Joaquin were laughing because it's make it sounds almost like he's the villain now. Where it's like, well, they asked him to move his no trade, and he's granted that. So, yes, he has requested a trade, or has he granted permission them to seek a trade because that's what the Oilers want. It's not that Darnell Nurse went to them and said out of the blue, hey, I want out.
To me, he has approved a potential trade.
Exactly.
He is given. Yeah, it's weird wording. Maybe you could say it's 6 of one, half dozen of the other. But it's not like there was nothing on the radar, and then all of a sudden, it's like, oh, he wants out.
Yeah.
Maybe he does want out, or I guess but he wants out under certain circumstances, also because the team is saying, hey, you want out.
Yeah.
Like it's, if you were to actually boil it down to its essence, I think it would be perhaps misleading, if not entirely incorrect, to say Darnell Nurse has requested a trade.
Yes.
Darnell Nurse has approved a potential trade to certain markets.
100%.
What is it, 3 to 5 teams? Do we know the teams for sure?
I think
Somebody said LA
and Pittsburgh.
Okay.
And then everybody else is throwing out teams, but it's no legitimate insiders saying the other teams.
Right.
So we can all guess and assume. It's fun too, sure. So it's interesting because Darren Dreger yesterday in one of the shows in Toronto said he was asked how's Stan Bowman's email right now, and he said, well, it's probably the cricket emoji. And he goes, no disrespect. But when you have to say no disrespect, you're disrespecting. So, and then he goes, I can't see the Oilers moving his contract without taking a bad one in return. Then Elliotte Friedman on the other side says he thinks they can move him. He says he thinks there's a lot of interest.
Yeah.
So I don't know which side to go on here because Reid, best case scenario for the Oilers, if they can have the whole amount of cap space that Darnell Nurse will leave behind.
Right.
That might not be realistic though. But to take another bad contract, that's where I start being like, oh man.
I don't think they're going to have to take a bad contract back.
Okay.
I think they may have to take maybe not the value of the player back and then use that money or use the cap space or make other trades to compensate for the loss of Nurse. I wonder when it's going to happen. Like I said to Gager yesterday, will he be traded by the draft or at the draft? And Gager said, well, maybe it happens free agency.
Yeah.
Maybe on July 1st, things start to move around and teams are like, okay, Edmonton, we didn't re-sign this guy. Let's do this. And the Oilers are thinking like, oh, okay, then if we do that, now we have this cap space to go do this or get somebody else. But I think if it's a bad contract back, that doesn't do much to help Edmonton. And I know teams aren't lining up to help Edmonton, but he does have value. He is a good NHL defenseman.
Yes, 100%. He's going to go to another team, be a solid second pairing guy. Maybe if he goes to a really good team, he might be the fifth. But that's still not bad for Darnell Nurse and where he is in his career. So, yeah, I look at it that way. I don't know if they're going to have to retain. Because I'll be honest, I don't think the Oilers want to get a hot body back. I think they want to re-sign Murphy, use some of that Darnell Nurse money to sign Murphy. I don't think you have to go crazy on Connor Murphy. He's 32 years old. And he's on a team that should be contending for the Cup. Like, negotiate Stan Bowman. Don't just give him whatever they want because he is 32 years old. And don't forget, this guy for the majority of his career has played at the lower end of the D core. And yes, he's a good player. And the Oilers can use him this year and next year. But you can't go and extend him for a ridiculous amount and a long term. Reid, we were looking at the Penguins yesterday. They got a ton of cap space. Ton. They can fit in Darnell like that and not they'll still have over 25 mil or just under. It is like it's a hard question to ask because we don't know, but do you see a team that'd be a good fit for him? Like LA, Pittsburgh, let's go with those two teams. Which one's a better fit?
For Nurse?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I'm not sure how those coaches would use him.
Because for me, it's interesting if it's being reported correctly, LA's on his list. I think it's because Holland's there, and I think it's because his boy Cody Cece's there, and he had a lot of.
That's why I think LA would probably be a better fit, and maybe he would. I mean, LA's huge. The Kings do get coverage.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe he can fly under the radar a little bit more there.
Oh, 100%.
You know.
And it's a veteran team that should be competing for a playoff spot. Are they more ahead than the Penguins?
Penguins got in this year.
Yeah. And they still have
the Penguins have some questions, and maybe there's some thinking that they overachieved. Their guy was up for Coach of the Year, don't forget.
Yeah.
Look who's at the game.
Connor McDavid's at the game.
Who's the other guy?
Who's the other guy?
I don't recognize him. It's not Matthews.
Oh, and he's having some white wine.
Is he?
Yeah.
I can't tell who he's talking to.
Yeah, I know that guy's famous. I just don't know who he is.
Probably the lead singer of Honeymoon Suite.
Well, now the Canada's going to win for sure. Connor McDavid's in the audience.
Well, why wouldn't you go if you're Connor McDavid? I mean, you can afford the ticket.
I mean,
why wouldn't you go?
Was Babcock in the background?
Can you imagine? Babcock gives the motivational speech, guest speaker before the game. Or Don Cherry could do it. All right, you guys. Yeah. Now, don't take too many men. That's what happened to me. That the Montreal Forum had the guy jump on, wasn't supposed to be there. Remember, it's 11 guys. So, yeah, I know some of you got to take off your shoes to count to 11. But, hey, that's okay. Now, you're playing Borneo and Hurtabana. So, remember that you got to get after these guys. Because, the Euros aren't as tough as the Canadian kids, all right? So, you got to get out there and push them around early. Oh, now you go get them.
Babcock talks to the team. They all come in really sad.
Yeah.
Some of them are crying. Let's go. This is exciting, man. You got a Tiba Hutchinson, Julian de Guzman, James Duthie. I don't know who the other guy is.
There's actually a World Cup day game in Canada. I wasn't sure I would ever see the day.
Look how beautiful the stadium looks.
I just thought we'd have games in Edmonton, but that's okay.
Look how beautiful the stadium looks, Reid.
So which are the temporary seats?
I think at the end zone.
The ones behind them?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Because it does look like a small stadium. It does. That one was it Mexico City where Mexico played?
Estadio Azteca, man.
that was massive.
Estadio Azteca is...
I like the World Cup. Soccer is not one of my higher up sports sort of watch in my free time or follow. But you got to love the big international events. And I love tournaments. I love how they're structured. I love how...
Well, just look at the walk to the stadium today by Canadian fans, Bosnian fans. You don't see that in any other sport. Estadio Azteca is a capacity of 83,000 people.
Is that the biggest one being used?
Might be.
Some people are saying the final should have been there.
Oh, that would have been amazing.
But you got to put it in the States, I guess, eh?
Yeah.
Is it in New Jersey? It's not even in New York, technically. It's in New Jersey.
So what is Connor McDavid drinking? Is he drinking a nice Cab Sav? Or is he drinking...
Well, that'd be a red, wouldn't it? Wasn't it white?
No,
a Chardonnay?
a Chardonnay, that's what I meant
Well,
to say.
he strikes me as probably he'd be a Chardonnay guy. My wine knowledge is just barely enough to get by if I have to order.
A Pinot Grigio?
Sure, that's red.
It's a little bit sweeter.
That's a red.
No, that's white.
Oh, that's a white?
Yeah.
Okay. So, see, I couldn't even remember that.
A Sauvignon Blanc? An Albarino?
Is that Will Arnett? Will Arnett is he's everywhere. RBC commercials. Is he wearing He's wearing EST sweatpants.
BoJack Horseman.
Oh, is he the voice of that?
A Muscadet?
Yeah, see, you know way more about wine than I do.
A Chardonnay?
I just think that because remember when Connor McDavid and Lauren Kyle gave the tour of their new house to Architectural Digest, and he showed the wine cellar. He's like, yeah, I used to just buy them based on if I thought the label was nice, but now I know a little bit more about them. So he doesn't strike me as he'd be overly discerning with the wine.
And I'm not too worried about the white wine because it's probably a hot day there, and you want the white wine's chilled.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to affect. Just wait till the home opener. If the Oilers lose like 4-2, people are going to be like, "You can't be drinking in the summer, Connor. You got to be training.
Should have been red."
Now, what is on the field? That's not going to be on the field the entire time.
No.
Or is that digital? Well, that's still part of a stage.
I don't think it's digital.
Oh, is he on a stage? Is he on a little stage? They did not dress him up, eh? Like.
No, that's too casual.
That's too casual.
What the hell are we doing?
He's wearing sweats, Benny.
But they're Lulu's.
Are they?
Lulu's sweats hit smack differently.
Yeah, so he's on a little stage. And right, so that the stuff that looks like the circle with the it's carpeting or whatever that's been put down. Oh, a little bit of what is this? Opening ceremony type stuff? Yeah,
they're going to do it because they did it in Mexico, so they'll do it in the U.S. later today as well. So all the flags come out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because Salma Hayek did it yesterday in Mexico.
She spoke. she spoke.
Now Will Arnett. I wonder who's.
So Will Arnett's our most famous Canadian to do this?
I probably would have had better selections.
No, Bublé was doing a little video for TSA. We didn't get to hear it, obviously, because we were on air. Bublé's quite famous. What about Drake?
Ryan
Benny,
Reynolds?
what about Drake?
Yeah.
Do they have anthems?
And they're in Toronto.
Yeah. This should have been Drake.
Drake should be out there.
But Drake's too gangster to do that.
I just wish this stadium is too small.
Yeah.
It doesn't look grand enough.
Imagine Commonwealth for the opening game.
Right.
Yeah.
Over 50,000.
Yeah.
I probably would have been. They're not doing this show right now.
Well, we probably would have broadcast from the parking lot. My parents live close to the stadium. We just got to broadcast from their yard.
Is Will Arnett
walking by to the game?
More famous than like Ryan Reynolds?
No. I don't. Well, I mean,
who's bigger internationally, Drake or Reynolds?
Drake.
Reynolds.
Reynolds is Deadpool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. It's a good point. There's a good way of measuring
Who's
this.
the most famous Canadian at this moment?
Drake. I don't know. I'd have to say Drake.
Ryan Reynolds, 50 million followers on Instagram. Drake, 140. I know that's not...
Which, I know. That's several ways to quantify it. Yeah, who else right now?
The Weeknd.
Pretty big.
Yeah.
Can't feel his face.
You can't.
Luckily, there's medication for that.
But I love it.
I like Rip City Steps. Leave Connor alone. He's between interviews right now.
Yeah, he's between coaching interviews.
He's had a lot of coaching interviews, so let him have his Chardonnay.
I mean, I've heard... So what? There was the...
SGA?
Oh, he'd be cool. Is he as big internationally as some of the performers?
Probably
though?
not. No.
It'd be cool if he was there, though.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess McDavid's there. He's not speaking, though. Imagine McDavid doing the speech. Yeah, it's the World Cup, and I just hope all the teams do well, and going to be a match today. And
there's one that I love, Justin Bieber, but
isn't he basically retired artist now?
Well, he did.
No, he dropped an album recently.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Yeah. And he performed at
Coachella.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
In rubber boots and shorts.
Yeah.
Why? Was it raining?
No, that's just his style,
that's
baby.
That's his style?
Yeah, he's probably up there with Drake in terms of popularity.
Yeah, Drake, Bieber, then SGA, says Max Pazuzu.
So what was this? So Edmonton, so there was the bid But what the bid made kind of demands of FIFA that there had to be at least 5 games in Edmonton and an elimination game, and that wasn't looked on very nicely. And then Vancouver was out of the process and came back in. But then a couple people have said like they were never going to Edmonton. Like somebody even said to me the other day, it's like when they came for 2015, the Women's World, like FIFA drove around the city and they were like, yeah, we don't like it here, and there's no hotel close to the stadium. So you don't know what to believe. I'm sure if you grease FIFA enough, they could have had games at the St. Vincent School for Poorly Coordinated Boys field.
Well, they got the Marriott. I mean, you have the Westin. I mean,
yeah, which isn't far from the stadium.
No, you fit how many hockey teams during COVID in there?
Yeah,
like listen, with FIFA coming down, and they compare Edmonton, Toronto, and Vancouver. Let's be honest.
Oh, sure,
Yeah,
for the metropolitan size and everything, but
Yeah.
Commonwealth looks better than this.
Oh, 100%.
No, BC Place, what's it called? Vancouver Stadium for the tournament. They can't.
It's
no, BC Place isn't a sponsorship name, so they could call it that.
BC Place is fantastic.
Because you've been there since
Yeah.
it was renovated, right?
Oh yeah,
And it's crazy now. It's the cloth roof that's how they.
but they'll keep it closed for all the games
It's closed for all.
to keep the
For all FIFA games? Okay.
consistency of the games.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's too bad. I like when they play in the conditions. So we're getting closer to an actual match here.
I got butterflies in my stomach.
Are you pretty nervous?
Like it's like an excited nervous, you know? Like I want to watch this. It's going to be great.
Yeah, this is a good question here from B-Dog. Could you make an argument Alphonso Davies is the most famous Canadian right now? He's very international. And he plays in one of the best soccer leagues in the world. Bublé is singing. No, we don't know if he's singing "Oh Canada" or if he's singing something else because we can't hear. But Bublé's big.
Oh, I saw him at the Winnipeg when we went with the Elks. He was at the Winnipeg hotel we were staying at. And we didn't even, I recognized him after, and then a bunch of the players got pictures with him.
I don't think he's singing. I think he's given or is he singing?
No,
I
he's
don't know.
singing.
Okay.
He's probably
working the crowd.
A slow ballad.
I don't think it's "Oh Canada" the way he's walking around and schmoozing the crowd.
Ryan Gosling?
Very big, very talented. He was in Project Hail Mary.
Yeah, he just did one of the biggest movies of the year.
That's a good movie.
Yeah.
Better than Disclosure Day.
Oh, good to hear. I still have to watch that one, man.
You didn't go to Project Hail Mary?
No, not yet.
Oh, geez. Well, I think you can probably rent it now. Yeah, Bublé's. Yeah, this is a cool little opening ceremony.
That's the great thing about soccer, Reid. If the game's at 1, the game starts at 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it'll be over around 3.
It's not like an Oiler playoff game.
What do you think that there are TV timeouts now? Hydration breaks.
Well, are they hydration breaks only in Mexico because of the altitude?
No, I think Milwaukee said they're in every game now, and it's so they can work in TV timeouts.
I mean, come on. You're playing for 45 minutes. Suck it up. I get it in Mexico because it was really hot, but it's probably not that hot.
Well, Toronto's can get pretty muggy,
Yeah.
humid. Wasn't it raining for most of the Mexico game? Some of it, anyway.
Some of it. It's 25 in Toronto, so it's pretty good.
But with the humidity, it probably feels like it's 38.
I mean, I don't mind
you got
it.
a cardboard box over your head.
You get to go up and grab a beer or go to the bathroom.
Will they serve beer at the FIFA games?
I think in Toronto and the U.S.
Joking, yeah.
No, because in South America they don't.
Oh, South America, they don't serve
Central
beer?
and South America, they don't sell beer because everybody gets too crazy.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. That's why when they went to Brazil for the World Cup, Budweiser was a big sponsor. They had to allow beer to be sold.
Oh, no way. I didn't know that.
They complained. They're like, well, we're the biggest sponsor. You're not going to sell beer in the stadium.
Do you want our money or not?
Yeah.
Okay, so Bublé's doing his thing. He's got some white-clad dancers going along with him. All the flags of the teams are around the center circle. And we're getting closer to kickoff. So you actually think it's going to be a draw? And why? Because we don't score enough?
I think one of Canada's issues is finishing.
Right.
And I think they're not playing, they're not fully healthy. No, I think the team can still win this game, but I just foresee it being a draw. No, it can be 0-0. It can be 3-3. Who the hell knows?
Okay.
Here we go. The boys are in the tunnel.
So does the captain come out first?
Yes. Captain always leads.
So it's not goalie first.
And then the captains meet with the refs, shake hands, exchange their team country flag, like the little emblem, little flag that they give each other.
Right.
Then they'll run and take a picture. But first up, the national anthems.
This is cool.
Yeah. Todd Gack says this show, woof.
Hey, Todd, what can we tell you, man?
It's World Cup, baby.
Not everything's for everybody.
Yeah. Can't talk hockey all the time, buddy.
This is the biggest sports story in Canada right now. This is this match.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Well, I hope he does. If he tunes into UFC afternoon, he's going to be very disappointed.
Well, you guys are going to have constant live updates on the match.
I mean,
Yeah.
Rip City Step says Alan Thicke still the most famous Canadian.
Alan Thicke grew up in
Growing Pains.
Kirkland Lake,
Oh, okay.
home of my former boss and one of the biggest mentors in my career, Sid Smith. By the way, I should say this. The person who's been posting in the Nasty Chat from time to time, calling himself Sid Smith Radio, is not Sid Smith.
Yeah.
I double-checked with Sid a couple days ago. We were pretty sure, but I was like, hey, that's not you, is it? And he's like, no, that's not me. I don't know why you'd go in there pretending to be somebody else, but good for that person, I guess. So Sid told a great story once that Alan Thicke would come home in the summer and like chill out at his parents' place for like 2 or 3 weeks as time off. And Sid was like he was at the Kirkland Lake radio station. So he would like just go knock on the mom's door and be like, hey, yeah, could Alan come to the radio station? And the mom would make Alan Thicke go do it. Like
Really?
it is like 30s. She'd be like, Alan, you're going to the radio station. He's like, Mom, I'm trying to sleep. No. What's your name? Sid wants to talk to you. He's like, okay, I'll come, Sid. I'll see you at 4. Alan Thicke in studio. Just because it is hoped out.
That's too funny.
All right.
Yeah. Gord's upset we haven't talked Oilers either, but we did.
Oh, we talked a lot of Oilers.
Yeah. Only so much Darnell Nurse trade rumors we can talk about.
Yeah, I think we talked a ton of hockey on this show. But I mean,
Yeah.
we're leading up to the biggest game.
4 years in the waiting.
I get that hockey's number one in Canada.
Yes.
And I also get like a lot of people, and hey, like you don't grow up with it. A lot of people listening might actively hate soccer.
Yes.
That's fine. I'm not telling you to be interested in the World Cup, but the reality is this is one of the biggest matches ever played on Canadian soil.
Yes.
That's about to start.
Yeah.
So whether the show has oil in the title or not,
Yeah.
this is significant and something billions of people around the world are talking to and paying attention, and millions of Canadians are talking to and paying attention. You know?
This game is being watched all over the world, right?
Yeah.
Because it's the World Cup.
Right.
Yeah. All right, Reid, you're a gentleman and a scholar.
Well, I certainly am.
It's always a pleasure working with you. Gord says he's kidding. We know, buddy.
No, we don't. I don't think Todd was. I think Todd was
Todd's always
unhappy.
upset, though.
Yeah.
Coming up, EST Afternoons, watch along, Canada, Bosnia. Of course, we'll get into all some fun stuff as well. We got Ben to the future. We're going to have some fun with young Ben as well. So don't go anywhere. Join us for the fun. 1 to 3. And, of course, Reid Wilkins, Jay Mullen coming up from 3 to 6. We're coming to you live from the Popeyes, Louisiana Kitchen Studios, and this has been the Oil Stream presented by Boston Pizza. We're out, the EST Afternoons on the other side of the break. Canada, Bosnia, 5 minutes away from kickoff. We'll see you soon.